Hello, class. How are you doing today? Hola, clase. ¿Cómo están? Hoy vamos a aprender sobre el capítulo 25, chapter 25, sobre la revolución industrial en la clase de historia. Entonces, ahora en este momento voy a dar todo en clase en inglés. Sin embargo, si quieres aprender algo más, puedes leer las notas que yo escribí y ponerlos en Google Classroom. También, pues, se puede preguntarme o maestro Branch si tienen algunas preguntas para mí. Y si necesitas algo más, enviarme un mensaje correo electrónico. Entonces, esta clase en inglés, todo from now on. So let's do this. Okay. All of the notes I put on Google Classroom already, just for this chapter. Today we are learning about the Industrial Revolution, which began in Great Britain, in Gran Bretaña, in the 1700s and 1800s. So it started with the Agricultural Revolution, which began in the 1700s, where basically more advanced farming methods started happening. For example, Jethro Tull invented the seed drill in 1701, and certain techniques like crop rotation. Basically, a lot more food started being created in Great Britain, and which led to more people. With more natural resources and more food, more things, you get more people. With this population boom, hold on.
Get back inside. Get back inside. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come say hi to my students. Oh. Say hi. Hi. Say hi, Indiana. Hello.
I know. I'm giving a lesson now, buddy. Okay, so, moving on. The Agricultural Revolution, 1700 to 1786. It wasn't just like with crops and with vegetables and wheat and barley and all that stuff. It also happened with livestock. One interesting fact that I read in the book was from 1700 to 1786, sheep size on average increased from 18 pounds to 50 pounds. That's a big old sheep. So basically that was for mutton or like sheep meat. And you can make yourself a nice MLT, mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches, where the mutton is nice and lean. Most of you won't get that reference, but that's okay. As I said, more food led to more people. With more people, it led to more need for goods, especially cloth for clothing. This led to a big boom in the textile industry. Enter industrialization. So we developed a machine production of goods. Fortunately, Great Britain, which is where all this originated, had an abundance of resources like water and coal and iron ore, really, really good stuff that was able to create basically the mass production of machinery, which led to the textile industry getting bigger and bigger. More production of cotton, it kind of kept that moving. Now, the demand for cotton had skyrocketed, and the demand for labor in factories had skyrocketed. And so you're going to kind of see it kind of sort of a similar comparison. A lot of people with the booming economy got greedy and started exploiting people for free labor. Happened in Great Britain, for example, the child labor that was really prevalent in factories throughout the 1800s, and it happened in the American South with the exploitation of African Americans in the slavery market, which was getting bigger and bigger then because the need for cotton was shooting up. So, remember free labor and unethical free labor being kind of a theme throughout the Industrial Revolution. However, the Industrial Revolution led to lots of different inventions and innovations. So, for example, on page 719, it talks about, there's a picture of the flying shuttle, which was this like machine that you would put cotton into, and it would separate it for you. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically the production of cloth and textiles, these big machines, made the clothing industry grow more and more. Other inventions that occurred in the 1800s included the telegraph, the sewing machine, and the telephone, made by Mr. Alexander Graham Bell. All of these were invented in the mid to the late 1800s. Another big thing that I thought was interesting, the cotton gin, which was created by Eli Whitney, basically improved the... sorry, there's a machine that's outside my house right now. It's beeping. I don't know what that is. The cotton gin was created in the 1800s, and it increased the productivity in a span of about 20 years. There was an 800% increase in cotton production, which is pretty incredible. Steam power was also a huge thing that happened in the Industrial Revolution, which basically it was the steam engine was perfected and turned into something that you can use. That was used in riverboats. It led obviously locomotives, and so the entire Industrial Revolution flipped society upside down. So you've got trains and railroad tracks, you've got roads, you've got riverboats, you've got steam power, you've got child labor in Great Britain. Society got flipped upside down by this rapid increase in technology that was available. So that was sort of the main points of chapter 25 that were about how much in such a short period of time a society can change. So what are we seeing right now with COVID-19? So one event, an international pandemic, has caused societies to change the way we're doing things. We aren't going to school. A lot of people aren't going to work. That's going to affect the economy. So just like in the Industrial Revolution, a few quick events led to a massive change in the economy. We're seeing the same thing today. One quick event is massively affecting our economy. Okay? So go ahead and read through chapter 25. You can watch this video as an additional resource if you like. Please go ahead and read the Spanish notes that I took on this in Google Classroom if you absolutely need to. And hopefully you'll be able to complete your assignments later today. All right. Later, gang.